Hey, what's up guys? Joe here. So I was working on a video for a gantry crane thing that I'm doing, and I was at Harbor Freight, and when I was there, I was looking around just in the clearance aisle and stuff like that, and I came across this clamping workstation. I'm about 3 or 5 years late on it, so it's been out for quite some time. There's quite a few videos out on it. So it was on clearance. Um, it was $99 on clearance. It was the only one left. I looked online. I looked at things like that. They had a Bauer one for $79.99, and then they had this one, which is a Franklin, for $99.99. And the thing about this one is it's 20 bucks more, but they look identical. So I don't know the deal with that, marketing, whatever it is. I don't know if it's any better, any worse, or anything like that. But anyways, I've been seeing it for quite some time, and I said, you know what, let me just buy it. I can return it within, I think, 30 or 90 days. I can try it out, see if I like it. See if the wife can use it, because she likes to do things too. She likes to make things and stuff like that, and I don't want her always to use my big vise that I have. So I've got this big vise. Here's a can of brake clean for comparison. It's a behemoth. So I figured I'd try this out. So what we're gonna do is we're going to do kind of like my version, I guess, of an unboxing. And, we'll check it out. We'll look at it. We'll see if we like it, see if we can use it in the shop, see if the wife can use it. And worst comes to worst, we just return it and get our money back. That's the one decent thing about Harbor Freight. I mean, other stores return stuff too, but anyways, so let's get to it. What do you know? Most of the tape was already broken. Oh, she's a little heavy and she's in there. There's like one of those flip locks that are here. I'm just messing with it. I'll show you guys in a second. So right here on the back leg, there's one of these little centrifugal, or I don't forget what you should call them, but it's like a cam lock. So you had to undo it and then move it and then kind of shimmy the leg to get it to go. But anyways, so in the box, whatever's left of what I did. Owner's manual. Probably could have opened that up and read it. Oh yeah, it tells you. can't even open pages. Oh yeah, it tells you quite a bit, and then it's got the breakdown on it. So it's actually a pretty decent owner's manual. So that's actually a keeper when a lot of owner's manuals aren't keepers. So there we go. So right now it's I'm just looking it over, guys, just seeing what's up with it. Oh, I guess it'd be nice if I put the back foot down. The back foot's got a cam lock also. There we go. I guess reading the instructions is good sometimes. Probably that's why they include them. All right, so I turned this thing over because I want to show you guys some things, so that way you kind of see how to, I guess, take it back apart in case you got to put it in your car or move it around in that sense. You know, maybe you're interested in it to see if it would work for you or not. So right now it's on the ground, it's upside down, as you can tell, like a dead animal. And so this is the clamping foot. So if you want to put it down, see this little piece, you just push up and then it folds down. Okay, and then the front feet have these little slides, so you just slide it, and then the foot goes down, and then up, it locks, and then here's the little lock for it. And then the back is completely different. The back actually has that cam lock here. So this cam lock, I have it pretty tight, and then it kind of goes up, and then it folds. And then it slides back in, and you lock it with the cam lock. These, if you don't know anything about these, this has a bolt attached to it on the other side. If it's really loose, you undo it, and then you just kind of twist it like a bolt, or loosen it like a bolt, until when you push down on it, you get the desired amount of clamping force that you are looking for. So it may not always orient the direction you want it to orient, but just do whatever feels comfortable, trial and error. And then on the top of the back leg, it has the same thing. It has a cam lock, but then it has these ball detents right here. See these little ball detents? So I'm going to undo the cam lock, you know, just pull it, and then you kind of, you know, not be a dummy. So anyways, I push it forwards, and then I guess there you go, it locks, it stows. So and then you do the cam lock like that, and that's it upside down. Just wanted to show you guys that. Let me flip it over, and we'll test this thing out. So I want to show you how this mechanically works, just so you have an understanding. I watched one video of a gentleman that clamped something in this, and he, for the life of him, I guess he couldn't get it unclamped. And so I just want to show you how it works, or from what I've seen how it works, so that way you understand like how simple this is, and if you get something stuck in it, you have an idea of how to maybe unstuck it, especially if you have no more warranty. So let me show you guys this. So essentially it's a jack, right? You have a lever, and a lock. I guess it's a jack in a sense. I'll show you. So the top is off. Here's the top. That's the way it normally sits. So the top is upside down. Okay, this is the back half that moves. So it's got tons of holes cut into it, rectangular holes, right, all the way up. And those holes then reference on the back side of the machine with these teeth here. There's 4 teeth here. And every time I'm going to step on the pedal right now. So as I step on the pedal, it moves it forwards, which then takes that and slides it forwards. Then what I noticed, because I played with this for a minute, is all you do is you pump it and it pushes it forwards. When it pushes it forwards, there's no strength. It'll push right back if you release the pedal. Only when pressing on the pedal are these teeth engaged, pushing it forwards, and then the minute you let go, it goes back to like a stationary position, and this whole thing can slide off if needed. So you crank on the pedal, the whole unit moves forwards, and then when you start to get tension on it with your foot down, you're supposed to then engage this lock here. And I'll show you what this lock does. So here's the unit, right? Here's the front. I don't know if you can see that, but the lock is down in there. So the lock is, okay, so this unit here is attached to the lock. This rod here is attached to the foot pedal. So essentially when you, I'm trying to do this so you guys can see it. So when you step on the foot pedal, see, I'm stepping on the foot pedal. So the foot pedal is moving that rod, and the lock is this flat piece of metal. All it does, okay, so I'm pushing the pedal down. Now I'm going to engage the lock. See how it moved the metal? And what the metal does is basically cause a wedge on this rod. That's all it's doing. It's just at an angle, and it's just wedging the rod. So I'm going to undo the lock, and it stays there. But the minute you move the pedal, it kind of relaxes this. See, it kind of clicked out. I'll do it again. See, it locks it. Okay, it's locked. So we're going to unlock it. So it appears, so here, let me, okay, my foot's down, it has pressure, I'm going to lock it. It just moved the wedge, right? I guess if you, and stepping on the pedal more, I can keep moving the rod down, and then the rod just stays there. So that's how you can keep getting more clamping force as you're stepping on the pedal. So when you release it, which it's released right now, it's still stuck in that clamping force. So you either have to press down on the pedal to get it to click off for whatever the mechanism is inside here, or if it's stuck, maybe you just have to get something in there and pull down on that that square piece of metal on this. Let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to lock it. So it's locked, right? I'm going to unlock it. I'm going to put my foot close to this pedal so I don't cut my finger off. Oh yeah, you can. Obviously, if you have something clamped in here, that's going to be a tremendous amount of tension on this. So if you were to get something stuck and you needed to release this, obviously don't use your fingers. Use a metal object or something that you're not going to pinch your fingers, cut your finger off, get hurt really bad, or whatever it is. But essentially, you just need to pull that down. So essentially, you just need to hit the unlock button and then pull this down, because you're not going to be able to get through it from the top because it's going to be clamped, but you could get through it through the sides right here. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. Anyways, I just wanted to show you the mechanical function of that. So that way, if you ever have an issue with this thing, you kind of see what's going on. Also, it assumes besides that rod, these teeth in the back, you know, it looks to be a cast metal that then engage this piece here. It seems like those would be the big failure point, because maybe you're like cranking on this thing and you break one of those teeth, which it seems like you'd have to crank really, really hard. So either you're going to break those teeth because it's a bad casting, or you're going to jack up these squares. But with any tool, you know, be decent with it, and it should last you. So and then it's got a little lock on it here, little screw tab. I guess that's just to keep it from coming off, or if you need help, assistance keeping this thing from moving. I just leave it loose because otherwise you're just going to gouge it as you're using it. So it's just basically a lock. So let's grab something, put something in this, and let's try it out right now. So we got a nice little piece of metal plate. We are in the unlock position. Okay, so it's pushing on the metal, and if I let go, it's just it just moves, right? Just like I was talking about how all these teeth do in the back is push this forwards. And when you let go of that pedal, this thing is just going to slide off. So you have to keep pressure on this pedal constantly. And then once you push down, you're going to feel pressure. Then you go ahead and hit that lock. And then that lock does that wedge action that we saw. And now my foot's off of it. The pedal is stuck down because it's wedged. I didn't crank on it too much, but it's let me get you guys on the tripod. That's called a 5-10-year-old Harbor Freight tape measure. It don't retract no more. So my final thoughts on this thing are, I like it. It seems very useful. The deal though is that these are on clearance. I don't think they're making them anymore. So you have to really search to find them if you can find them. I believe the only one left is the Bauer. The Franklin, which is the one I have here, which they're identical. The only difference is the sticker or whatever, as far as I can tell and I've heard. But you got to search for them because, like I said, they're on clearance, and I don't think they're making them anymore. And if they do, they may come back as a different name. They may be a Hercules or who knows. So I suggest that if you need a helping hand and this thing seems usable for you, I would go search for it. I'll put the SKU number right here of what the Bauer one is, because the Franklin one doesn't even exist in the system anymore. You can't, the number doesn't come up as anything. So, and besides, it's $20 more. So go for the Bauer anyways, $79.99. So I think it's good. Like with any tool, you got to take care of it. You can't beat the living junk out of them. If you drop, a bag of cement on it, or you drop it out of your truck or something like that, probably something's going to tweak. But if you take care of it, you use it as it's intended, and it's a Harbor Freight tool. It should last you. It's worth the money, I think. So especially for someone that needs like a vise or a clamp or something in this realm, I like it. So I would pick it up. You're gonna have to search for it, but I would pick it up if you can get it. So and from what I understand, they're still doing the 90-day warranty on it, or return policy on it, from what the manager told me. But that's if you can find them. So anyways, hopefully this works out for you. Hopefully this was okay. Leave comments and let me know how bad it was and what things you'd like me to see or improve on. I'm just starting this YouTube journey, so any help from you guys to make my content better, I'm completely open for. I got a lot of other things in the works. I've got a lot of other equipment and things I'm working on, trying to rebuild, refurbish, stuff around the farm and the house I need to work on. So if you guys got any ideas or anything, throw them out there. If not, I will just start posting stuff when I can, and just keep a lookout for it. Subscribe as always. That's the only way you're going to probably find that stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, you guys have a good one, and it's the weekend for me. So if this is the weekend for you, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys later. Bye.